Where is it? It's over that table?
They got a whole T-bone.
You're my son, I apologize.
Okay.
Again, you're done.
Oh, it definitely classes the place up.
It's a card. I can have.
I agree, I'm hungry. I have pizza sitting home on my
She wants a plan.
kitchen counter.
This is what I have on my.
I wasn't giving it up.
Go for it. Go ahead. But you gotta take care of it though.
24 hours in the day.
If you gotta take care of it, then you need a key.
Come on over. I'm ready. He wants
Wow, it's like you're an attorney.
except
Don't tell anyone.
2 rooms, 3 rooms I lived before.
Posing as.
Gosh, that's a lot. Does that like tall ceilings and stuff?
You know what? I'm not gonna use this.
Part of that's one of the.
Was there any changes on what's here from what we gave you the other night? Same, right? Okay, good.
You went Dunkin' today?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah? What's new?
Same old. My blush.
I can feel the hay fever starting.
Yeah, it's really
Big time.
bad. Poor Alice is out.
So then should we say?
They should thank us.
Do something else.
It comes down to if that's the direction they want to go.
Right.
You know?
Well, that's what I'll say to him. It's, you
I
know,
think-
either all or nothing.
Probably harmless, but you should know better.
You should know better.
Just a heads up, it's gonna be hot, so you better watch what you're doing.
What's that? Right.
Oh, I turned on the air. Because it was on heat and it was like 76.
We're going down, right?
And that's the only reason.
I walked in here.
It was like a heat wave, 6.
Yeah, it was like. No, I went down further.
Good.
There, she lived towards it.
Pop Munoz used to be like 65. We're not putting on 65.
I know, and then we have to remember when
You are
Liam
right.
too.
I know.
What else?
We have nobody for.
So I see, what's his face? Philip is coming to the Packet Club.
Yeah, on Thursday.
Who?
Well, yeah, that's their fundraiser, right?
Yeah.
Damn, I wasn't invited.
I think it's an open house, so I think we can all.
Yeah,
Doesn't,
that's all right.
doesn't the mayor have to introduce them?
Don't, let me tell you something.
I always wanted to be like one of them. Just 1, 2.
He does that.
Is it?
Other people are doing it.
Yeah.
And there's
Just
all-
1, 2.
You have to go to.
Well,
No, I have covered.
yeah, there's no, I mean, next year it's gonna happen to us. There'll be no line. Hey, you know what? I get it.
Multiple
But
windows of, I'm telling you.
why would you just do it the last minute like that? Say, okay, next
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
He was like, I
Fix
have no
it.
idea when this happened.
Was Andy Kidd.
Because I was
Yeah.
remotely on the
Once he
computer.
did it,
That's how.
Yeah.
County
And
clerk.
all the drives were gone.
so,
So you had to re-go back and find.
once that, the judge says,
My tax was.
changed it,
Remind me, I have to tell you something.
came
Or
to
ask you something.
bail. Because you can't buy that county line.
I didn't
Yeah.
have the shared line, I didn't have the private line. It was like.
Okay, 7:30. Call the meeting to order, roll call, please.
Ms. Valeska. Present. Mr. Kaminsky.
Here.
Mr. DeSarno.
Here.
Mayor Morgan.
Here,
Mrs. Joffrey.
Here.
Mr. Kogan.
Here.
let's salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The public meeting of Borough Council, Borough of New Providence, County of Union, State of New Jersey, adequate notice has been given in accordance with PM 1975. Chapter 231, the annual notice of revision was made in conformance to Section 13 of the Act. We have some proclamations, and the first one is National Donate to Life. Beth? Come on up, Pete.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, whereas realizing the urgent need for organ and tissue donors across the country, the National Donate Life Month observance promotes a greater understanding about life-saving benefits of donation and transplantation. Moreover, the need is increasing. New Jersey Sharing Network is committed to addressing that need through increased awareness, and whereas the transplantation of organs and tissue is a miracle of modern medicine made possible through the compassion of organ and tissue donors, enabling surgeons to save thousands of lives each year. One organ, can save 8 lives, and one tissue donor can restore health to over 75 others. People of all ages, ethnic backgrounds, and religions are touched by donation and by the serious shortage of organ donors that exists. Whereas every capable person should support this vital effort by registering as an organ and tissue donor, making their family aware of their wishes, and being willing to give the precious gift of health, sight, and life to people in need. And whereas registering as an organ and tissue donor at the local motor vehicle agency online signifies a fundamental human responsibility to help others. And whereas Mayor of the Borough of New Providence, I recognize National Donate Life Month as an opportunity to join New Jersey Sharing Network in its life-saving mission. Now, therefore, Mayor Alan Morgan, do hereby proclaim April as Donate Life Month in New Providence, New Jersey, and I urge all residents to join me in promoting organ and tissue donor education through National Donate Life Month. You know, we are so very fortunate and honored to have the Sharing Network here in New Providence. So, you want to say a few words, Beth?
Yeah, I can definitely say a few words. I thank everyone here, Mayor Al, Peter, the council, the Borough of New Providence. Thank you all for observing this month as National Donate Life Month. I myself am actually a donor daughter. 2 years ago, April 24th, my father passed away at the age of 47 years old. He was able to save 2 lives through kidney donation. His femur went to research. So I stand here today as a testament that organ and tissue donation brings hope, light, and comfort to many families. So thank you.
Thank you. Pete, you want to say a few words?
Well, that's a wonderful message, and I'm on the other side of that. 30 years ago, I was a recipient of 2 donor corneas. You know, having those gifts has allowed me to see my wife's face over the 30 years, watch my kids grow, and have a career as a CPA. I often think about my donors. I think about a couple things. One, how selfless they are. I also think about their wonderful families, who in their darkest hours made a very, very hard decision and brought light to a very dark situation. So I want to thank you. We are so blessed to have the Sharing Network in our community. It's a real treasure. Each state has an OPO, or Organ Procurement Organization. We have it in our town. That building not only arranges all the organ and tissue donations and transplantations, they have a state-of-the-art lab that does all the testing, as well as a foundation that educates. So, thank you for being here today. Thank you, Mayor Al, for the proclamation. I think it's wonderful.
And if I'm not mistaken, on the 16th, they're going to have a ceremony for Joe Blow.
Yes, that is
And
correct.
he was a wonderful, wonderful man. And, you know, unfortunately, he passed away. He didn't retire for too long, unfortunately, but what a great guy. And a great organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now we have one for a period of poverty, and nobody's here tonight, right? Okay.
We can
let's,
send it to them.
mail it to
Yep.
them. Okay. Now this one I really like. Proclamation recognizing April 7th and 13th, 2024 as New Jersey Local Government Week. and encouraging all citizens to support, celebrate, and corresponding activities. Whereas local government is the government closest to the people and is one of the most directly daily impacted upon its residents. Whereas local government provides services and programs that enhance the quality of life for residents, making their municipality their home. And whereas local government is administered for and by its citizens and is dependent on public commitment and to understanding of its many responsibilities. And whereas local government officials and employees share the responsibility to pass along the understanding of public services for their benefits. And whereas New Jersey Local Government Week offers an opportunity for elected officials and the local government staff to spread the word to all citizens of New Jersey that they can shape and influence this branch of government. And whereas the New Jersey State League of Municipalities and its member municipalities have joined together to teach citizens about municipal government through a variety of activities. Therefore, I, Alan Morgan, do hereby proclaim April 7th through 13th, 2024 as New Jersey Local Government Week in the Borough of New Providence. As the mayor of the Borough of New Providence, I also encourage all citizens and local government officials and employees to participate in events that recognize and celebrate New Jersey Local Government Week. I guess this really hits dear to my heart because I understand exactly how and why things work. And it's not an easy task. I know Bernadette and Denise and everybody, you get inundated, not inundated, but you get calls all the time and you always answer, you're always professional. And, you know, as a council, we may bicker a little bit about policy and how we do things, but you know what? We always come up with the right decisions. And if we don't, we understand that we can reverse decisions and we don't, hold fast if things don't work the way we want to exactly. So I just want to thank all of you, the employees and council, for doing what they do best. Thank you. And this is a great place to live.
For sure.
I guess that's why everybody wants to move here.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Any approval of minutes for March 26th? Motion, please.
So moved?
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No, so be it. Correspondence, Memorial Library roof replacement. As you know, that was in the 2019 capital plan, and we're going to get that done this year. Okay, Board of Adjustment for 69 Mountain Avenue, New Jersey American, hearing for a proposed rate increase. Catherine Rottenberg about early morning hours, and I know Keith has reached out to the commercial tenant and is trying to work out a situation with that. And Mr. Dunleavy, and we gave that to you.
Right, I'm working on it.
Okay, you're working on it. All right. Okay, go to council business, community activities. Matt?
Resolution 2024-116 is a salary resolution. We're adding 3 additional staff members for our summer programming.
Boy, that was quick. Engineering.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution 2024-117, resolution approving final payment to Cooper Power System in the amount of $82,715 for emergency generator at the DeCourcy Center under Sourcewell Co-op Contract 27889. This is the final payment for the purchase of the generator located at the DeCourcy Center. The generator was purchased using CDBG money. Resolution 2024-118, resolution accepting proposal from the Music Group for professional architectural services for Municipal Center re-roofing project. This is approving the professional services of the Musial Group to spec in the bid and replacement of the roofs at the Municipal Center.
Okay, Finance, Diane.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution 2024-119 is a resolution authorizing the cancellation of grant funds receivable and appropriated. This has to do with, we're returning $15,000 for the remediation of the spotted lanternfly. The money was only good for 2023, and we saw very little activity in this invasive species during that year. Unfortunately, it wasn't 2022, right? Resolution 2024-120 is a resolution authorizing payment of the attached bills payable list in the amount of $3,559,264.95. Significant items include PERS of $539,622, and that's an annual appropriation. Another annual appropriation is for our PFRS, which is $1,087,023. $178,306.54, which is payment 2 of 3 for the GSM GIF. And then we have $82,715 to Cooper Friedman Electric Supply, which is payment number 2 for the DeCorso generator, and that is paid from a grant. I'm a little tongue-tied, sorry. Resolution 2024-121 is a resolution authorizing emergency temporary appropriations, and it's just approving emergency temporary appropriations in our temporary budget. That's it.
Thank you. Legal, Pete.
Yeah, Resolution 2024-122 is a resolution approving person-to-person transfer of plenary retail distribution license to JFWN PEB Inc. This is transferring the liquor license from Jersey Fine Wines to JFWN PEB Inc. as part of the sale of the business, Mayor.
Okay, I have a couple applications. Limousine license for Summit Express, Raja Shakur, and a raffle for Wharton Music, RA 1216, and both were properly prepared and reviewed. Ordinance 2024-04, and it's just updating the towing fees to match the state of New Jersey fees. And resolution 123 is the issuance of towing operator licenses for June 1st through May 31st, 2027, authorizing DeFalco's and Venom's Garage on a rotating basis. Okay. Well, that's it for committee reports. Okay. Let's go with the council reports. I just have operations normal. Seems like we were just here.
Yeah, we were. I pretty much have operations normal. I do want to do a little shout out to our recreation department since it is government week. Allison Smith was doing some playground reviews today, and I tagged along on one of them, and it was really, really cool to see how they inspect the playgrounds, and literally down to like, oh, well, on this ladder, there's a screw missing. So something that most people probably don't even realize that our rec department does, but she goes through every year, looks at everything. So it was really interesting and informative.
Hold on. Beth, you don't have to stay for the whole meeting if you don't want.
I'm gonna listen to it.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice of you.
We
Government at work.
appreciate that.
Go ahead.
So 2 things, community activities. I just want to mention that Court 7 was painted over the weekend. So we have 2 more pickleball courts. Now Court 7 and Court 8 are available. So book your pickleball online, right? What else? Planning board meeting is next week. We have a planning board meeting. We'll be discussing an application for Wonder in the Wachovia building. That's it.
Pete?
Nothing new to report, Mayor.
Nadine?
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple things. Municipal Alliance, we had our Narcan training the day after our last council meeting. Very educational, very eye-opening. We didn't have as many people as we would have liked to participate in it, but it's definitely something everybody should know, and we'll be looking to have more trainings in the future. It's just something very important that no community is immune from. Another date to look out for the Municipal Alliance coming up on May 22nd is our Every 15-Minute program, which most of you recall is over at the high school. They put on a production to demonstrate distracted or drunk driving. It's an outstanding program for the juniors and seniors at the high school, and it's very, very well done. So that's going to be coming up on May 22nd.
And all of our first responder volunteers are involved with that also.
So, yeah, the involvement with that is amazing. All of our first responders, we use this courtroom, our buildings are involved, I'm not sure if it's the same this year, but like, our attorneys are involved. It's a full-on community production to educate about drunk driving, and it's outstanding. If you haven't seen it before, go on to YouTube. The YouTube has the past ones, and it's amazing, amazing.
I'm always impressed about how the police, fire, rescue squad, DPW, everybody works together
Yes.
like a family.
Yeah.
And nothing is ever missed.
No.
And it's really an eye-opener when you see they come into court, the judge is sitting here, and the prosecutor's prosecuting the DWI, and the defense attorney's there, and when you hear the fines and sometimes, jail time, it's pretty scary.
Oh, it is.
And,
And parents participate too.
Yeah,
So-
they do.
And when, it's not real, but when the police show up at the door
Yeah.
to tell those parents that their child has been lost, it's really gut-wrenching. It's really gut-wrenching. So that's coming up. We do it every other year. Mental health advocacy and education. We have a big month coming up. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So we are teeing that up. We're working with our businesses to paint the town green, and we're very excited about that. There's a lot of other programs coming up as well, which I'll talk about at the next meeting. Berkeley Heights and Summit are jumping on board, and they're also going to be painting their towns green as well. So we're looking to go from all up and down Springfield Avenue, recognizing Mental Health Awareness Month.
well, they all should be green. Pioneer green.
Yes, that's true too.
And we are cutting edge with that one.
Yes, we are. We're actually going to try to put together a kickoff to get that going as well. I also wanted to give a shout out to the Mental Health Advocacy and Education Committee. They are being recognized by the Mental Health Association of New Jersey, as well as the Rotary Club, for their outstanding efforts with this. They are looking to use some of our programs as templates to expand across New Jersey. So great job by the committee, and we look forward to more great things that they do. So I'll report more on mental health next meeting.
Okay. Alex?
Speaking of being green, Earth Day is coming up, April 22nd. What can you do here in New Providence? So there's two things. On Saturday, April 20th, the DPW Public Works is open from 9 to 1. So electronics, heavy metal, plastics, first and third Saturday. So that's 9 to 1. But from 10 to 12, April 20th is our Green Day. That was started by Pete several years ago. So lots of vendors are lined up by the Sustainability Committee. So from 10 to 12 at the Centennial Park, and always a fun event. Allison, I think, has a lot of activities for kids lined up. We always know that's a good hook. Get the kids there. Come see some.
Climb around your Tesla, or?
They can climb in several Teslas will be on display, yes. And hopefully other electric vehicles.
Well, I guess I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the Touch the Truck
That was
program yesterday, which was incredible. The smiles on those kids' faces. And I know my grandkids, they're at that age where, trucks, but it's pretty impressive. And what's more impressive, a lot of the vehicles that we have, we got donated, or we got grants for, and, you know, like the 2-ton truck, you know, you think, when are you ever gonna use that thing? Well, if we didn't have that truck, there probably would have been 4 or 5 people killed over there on South Street to Oneida. So, you know, it was, you know, it was sorely needed. And a lot of things we have to get, and hopefully we never have to use them. But, you know, thank God they're there. And emergency management does a great job. So I just want to thank everybody. Thank you, Bernadette, for getting that going. I know you got everybody together, and Jess with the rescue squad, and John Cigarella was there with the fire department, and the police department was there. Ralph was there with all his DPW equipment. It was just fantastic.
And Jen.
So thank you.
Jen,
Yeah, Jen was there, public
health.
nurse. So there's a lot we do in this town, and people, you know, I think it's nice that you put out every day what the different definitions of job descriptions are.
That's a good post.
It really is. So, because people really don't understand how and why things work, and they don't understand what the functions are of each job. So, thank you. Okay, it's up to you.
So just really quick, I'd like to remind people, if you haven't already, to sign up for the news feed from the website. We're entering paving season where many roads will be closed for paving. All of that information is starting to be populated on there. The water company has already let us know that Osborne and Walton will be paved between April 16th to the 19th. And they have several other streets that they have to attend to in that area also. And we're still working with the gas company, trying to get their schedule of roads that need to be paved from last year's gas line replacement. And then we'll start our own paving project. So please make sure that you're on the website so that you can get those notifications. That's it.
What you did last year was amazing, 58 streets. I mean, that's incredible.
That's amazing.
Okay.
do we want to mention? There's also Coffee with Council tomorrow
Yep.
at the DeCorso Center at 10:30, and then also on Saturday at 10. What
Yep.
time is it? At 10 o'clock to
10 to 12.
10 to 12 at Bakehouse.
At this point, we have public comments. Anybody wishing to address council? Yes, Kathleen.
Kathleen Dolan, 12 Laurel Drive. I think it's been great, this local government week. And I don't remember that happening before. So did I miss it last year, or have you done it in the past?
We're starting it this year.
This is a new thing? Okay, but the League of Municipalities has been, is this a week that has been recognized?
It's historically been in the books.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, perfect, thanks. But yeah, keep it up. I was at the Touch a Truck, it was amazing. Great stories about that 2-ton truck and all the saves that they have already had in a short period of time.
The best story was during Floyd, and we had to borrow one. Thank God somebody in town had one. But
That's great.
Yeah, no, great. I just want to speak to one of the issues around correspondence from Kathy Rottenberg. She's a good friend of mine, and this issue she's been having with the noise across the railroad tracks. She's on Sagamore. It goes back months, into 2023. And I just spoke with her a few minutes ago before the meeting. She is not aware that Keith Lynch is doing anything to address this with the commercial building owner. So I'm just wondering what the process, shouldn't you keep the person that's asking the question informed of any actions that are being taken so that they feel like they're being heard and that there's something, that's happening on the borough side? Because she hasn't, I think the last thing she thought was supposed to happen was this was being considered a Board of Health issue and she needed to fine tune the exact periods of time she was hearing this noise come from that location, and she actually did send in a list of about 30 nights she was getting up between 2 and 3 in the morning because of this noise. But that's as good as she could do. But there was no action that she was aware of as of just an hour ago. So it's just a question regarding how people who submit questions to the mayor and council should be hearing back in terms of actions being taken.
Well, Mr. Lynch has to talk to the people, and you know what? She'll hear something when he gets a resolution. I mean, what am I going to call her?
No, I'm just saying
There's
she-
no resolution, so
Well,
when
I don't-
Mr. Lynch goes and he finds out what exactly is going on, he'll get back to her.
Okay. As a resident, when I send in something, I just appreciate the fact that this is what we're doing about it. We don't have an answer yet, but this is what we're doing about it. I would just suggest, if that's possible to do, to just give her some feedback on it, so that she's aware somebody's doing something, and not expecting her to go, record every single instance for the foreseeable future. So it's just a suggestion.
We respond to every request that comes in, is that correct? You do?
Yeah,
We
she's
do.
gotten a response, but the
And-
response was about the Board of
I think
Health.
and that was the proper response, right? So number one, we want to make sure that if the noise is above the decibel level or in violation, then we can actually take legal action against it, right? Also, number two was to go and discuss, right? So I think we reached out with number one. And number two is, like the mayor said, is in progress. Once we have a conversation, which at this point I believe that we've reached out and haven't heard back at this point, right? So once we have that communication, then we can go back to the person. But again, I just want to be clear, there's absolutely no correspondence that comes in that's not responded to.
Apparently, she was contacted because she's making a list. So she
No,
knows
she was
something's
asked
in
to
progress.
she was asked to record when she was hearing.
So she did get she did
No, she
know
did-
that
she
something's
did.
being done.
She did.
Okay.
But that was the end of it, in terms of what her correspondence was. And to me, this sounds like more of an issue of, disturbing the peace than it is, Board of Health noise ordinance issue.
And
It is a noise ordinance issue, and we're looking into it.
Okay.
And if we can get it done, if Keith can just talk to the property owner and tell the garbage man, don't come between these hours. That's a
That's what
simple
she's been
fix,
asking for.
right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
there we go.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, well, I don't see anybody else in the audience except Beth. You have anything? Mary Ann? No? Okay. I declare the public comments closed, and we need a motion for items 1 through 11, please.
So moved?
I'll second that.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Belisca?
Aye.
Mr. Kaminsky?
Aye.
Mr. DeSarno? Mrs. Joffrey?
Yes.
Mr. Kogan?
Yes.
Oh, before I forget, April 18th at 3 o'clock, Moxie, the new hair salon, is going to have a ribbon cutting. So,
3 p.m.
yeah. And Alex, Passover.
April 21st, 22nd.
Oh,
First and second night.
And we don't have a meeting before that.
No, so
No.
we want to wish all our Jewish friends a happy Passover.
Thank you.
And, yeah, usually it's very close to Easter.
Yes.
Yeah, this year,
Easter
Easter was
really-
early.
Gregorian calendar.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah, the Ten Commandments were on already on TV.
Huh?
Usually the Ten Commandments. I judge it when the Ten Commandments is on TV.
okay. That's it. Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No, so be it. Thank you all for coming tonight.
Good night.